If I
Possibly depends on the matchup what LGD.
That's true because they are holding on. They have 3 seconds.
they have 1 second.
What?
We're back, right?
I mean, that gives you damage, like in as far as killing heroes, but does not give you any way to take objectives.
And Batrider doesn't mind that. He's like, I'll stick you 3 times, I hit you once, and all of a sudden you've got 100 health. And that's exactly what's happening right now, is that Nisha's just getting bullied.
And what little CS he is getting is all being funneled into getting himself more regen so he can actually go back to lane. But we can see Nisha, that regen may not be enough here as he's going to be chased down by the Batrider, and he's dead. Just like that, and it's going to be first blood. LGD. Fortunately, because he's level 6 and he's got 2 health bars to work with here, that he can actually just chase away that maybe Batrider. Chalice gonna go for it here as FY follows up with the Fire Spirits. They sleep the Tusk and just continue to focus on mid 1 as best as possible, pressuring this core, track him inside with the shards. That was a beautiful play from the rest of LGD, as I realize I'm talking about Puppey missing his shards. But this Flesh Heap giving him so much regen. It played out in the combat. Now he can just go right back to looking for kills. He's going to be able to get in the top lane. Chalice pulled in by the hook. Goes for the Sandstorm, but they have the vision. Fortunately, he has the Burrow Strike to be able to jump to the other side of the trees. And because it's a level 1 hook, it's a long cooldown. Zai will not so easily be able to catch Chalice unless he just runs him down underneath the trees. Yapthro stuns him for a second. Chalice did not expect that at all. He didn't expect Zai to just run at him like that.
Yeah, and Zai would...
He's gonna go for more? Is he really? No, there's not the range.
And then they end up catching up and killing you. That's exactly what happened. I genuinely don't think that he thought there was any way he was gonna die. He's like, oh, well, they've blown their hook.
Yeah.
Then Zai just kind of ran at him and he died, and they're gonna do the same right now to the Phoenix. They know that the dive is on a cooldown. This should be another Flesh Heap.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yep. That's another Flesh Heap stack added. He's already up to 2. He's got 4 bonus strength, 11 HP regen a second. And they're even going to find X-Nova down here.
Rain Sap to give him a little health. Nisha waiting to take the kill because he needs that gold.
Plus the Drought Precision R is not bad at all. At this point, it's like a free Gloves of Haste. It's like 2 free Gloves of Haste. It's actually 40.
Batrider flies on in, runs right into a punch. This is that front laner. Look at that. That Tusk Snowball dodging the Burrow Strike. They're still going to try and chase down maybe here, but they're slowed down by the Phoenix. Oh, that's not the hook you wanted. Fortunately, he still has the Icarus dive. Gets the Fire Spirits onto Maybe. Maybe's ticking out bit by bit here. Nisha will ensure the kill here. FY still being chased down by Zai as well. These heroes are just too tanky to fight into right now. And it's showing.
And he does indeed for his team, as he already has a point booster.
Oh, look at that. LGD, big advantage of the Bounty Rune, says it was even for 5 minutes. Burrow Strike on to Zai. Look at how tanky he is, though. And the damage is ticking on a Chalice. Fortunately, he managed to dodge that meat hook coming out.
He's
and now they're going to fly away from the Supernova, not trying to protect it at all.
And the flying Morphling looks so unbelievably ridiculous, by the way, when he switches back. Dire are going to scan, and I mean, they do have sleep. But Ame does not seem interested in this at all. It's going to go down so fast. The all-Agi Morphling with the Droaura. Only up to 58 CS. The Batrider, I mean, I feel like maybe destroyed his lane, and a large majority of his CS this game comes from the early game that he was able to win so hard.
Okay, they've got the Dust this time. Can't believe maybe just tried that.
Look, Yapzor, this is positive reward. You know, some Pavlov stuff.
Zai. Dude, don't go for Zai. LGD, please. That guy, he is too tanky. He's got a Hooded Defiance, Vanguard.
Look at this. Ame, he catches them both with the sleep.
Oh, the hook's gonna miss. The Epicenter's gonna come in. Chalice immediately goes in, gets the Burrow Strike. This is the 5 position that you just blew your entire combo for. That was not the team fight that LGD was hoping it was gonna be.
It's almost like the exact polar opposite of how Secret's treating this game.
Yeah.
Is how LGD's treating this game. LGD's like, Ame, we have, no matter what our item situation looks like, we have...
No, there was going to be a Fiend's Grip on Puppey. It was just 2 minutes delayed, that's all. Are you going to have to lasso him too? Yes, you are.
Got him.
You can't let him snowball. Nice hook snag there from Zai. The sleep is going to go down, though. Okay, don't wake him up, though. Oh, Nisha stops the TP. X-Nova will not make it out.
That's another stack. That's 10 now. Any items on the morph aside from the BKB and the Lincolns. Yeah, this is all Yapzor's had to do. He's like, I'm just going to chill up here and farm.
Top lane, off lane jungle. That's the only place for me.
Oh, the hook does whiff.
Chalice in a good position.
your tower's going down
Epicenter coming in
fast.
from behind. They're going to be able to get the two-man bro strike. The follow-up here from the maybe is going to be able to get the lasso to pull back the Drill Ranger. All important that they get this kill. The Supernova definitely stuns him up. That Aghanim's does go off. Unfortunately, the illusions help take so much damage there. A hook comes out from Zai, able to pull the Batrider in. The Drill Ranger is still alive somehow. They blew everything to be able to kill mid-one, and he's not dead yet. Finally, he will go down as the Nagasine illusions will help finish off this case. But Secret is looking plenty strong. They're still going to look for this fight as the BKB wears out from Nishan now, but it runs over Chalice. They're going to be left with this tier 3 and this bottom lane of Rax as LGD has clearly run out of steam.
There's no team fight left. The Naga won't feel comfortable fighting without sleep. We sped up the timing considerably. I said the Naga needs at least like a few more items to be able to go for the high ground or take a fight on the high ground, and
LGD was trying to do this long wraparound, and Secret was wise to it. They successfully get a scan in the offlane jungle
Dude, they're just
area.
going for it.
Although they're just going to march down mid because they know at this point LGD is separated from their base. They're going to have to just mass TP back. And meanwhile, Secret's going to be able to get so much damage in.
Oh, that's
is
too fast.
maxed out agility. He's doing 300 damage a hit.
That's so
hit
fast.
a billion times a second. Melee Rack's already gone. LGD couldn't even formulate a defense in time.
I mean, they all started coming back pretty quickly as soon as they realized what was going to happen, and
Yeah. What is this? We're going to have the Bane run into Zai, potentially. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, though. It's going to take him so long to kill Zai that Secret may try and fight around him here. Sure enough, the Fiend script with the Enfeebled. This is going to be a very long one, but Puppy comes in with a snowball save. The Epicenter's going to come in, manage to get the stun onto two of them. They're just going to surround these
great-looking
two.
fight.
This is looking fantastic for LGD. The first time they're maybe going to win a fight here. BKB goes down. The silence. The Luna ultimate, a great silence out for the Bane. He's trying to limp away, but here comes Nisha. Make sure he gets blown up. The Supernova on the right-hand side. Nisha pops BKB, focuses down. Again, the Phoenix just not able to accomplish anything in these engagements. The song goes out. Now the BKBs are wearing away for LGD, or Secret rather.
oh, look at Ame too. He popped the song thinking that he was getting chase. Doesn't really have that as a reset. Gonna go back to hitting creeps because there's still 5 seconds left on his TP. This is gonna be the other Rax being taken, and FY, I mean, he was just done with this game. Couldn't really do anything about it. 2, 5, and 4. Never really felt his impact, like you said, but you never really felt the impact of any of LGD's heroes. And it's so weird considering, like, hypothetically, they should have been able to win team fights.
And an Alchemist coming out from Team Secret.
Wow.
Money maker. Are they going to get that much space, boys?
Like, especially if you pick up Orchid before he can pick up Linken's or Manta, your hero will always feel somewhat effective against him.
Well, that timing's going to be particularly important. They're going at it once again in this bottom lane. The Fate Bolt is slowing down some of the damage from the Ursa, but the swipes are building up, and that is going to be your first blood. For X-Nova, sure enough, Zai is not going to have the same kind of free lane he had last time.
Oh, that's so unlucky for Nisha mid. Maybe he's picked up both the runes in this game. Like, that helps the matchup a lot.
You're going to see. Maybe he's going to try and go for this kill onto Nisha. Has the haste rune. Now Nisha is actually battling with him, but the Fairy Fire popped. Nisha realizing he can't actually take this battle anymore. Bottle Charge is going to help him out a little bit more. Top lane, a big hit from the Enchant Totem is just enough to secure the kill onto Puppy. They're going to trade out the two supports here in the top lane.
Mid one, he's in fact going to go for Pressford.
Okay, early medallion.
Yeah. Oh, bounty runes? You really need to
Fight over it. LGD do manage to snag that one away. Ame grabs it away from the Pudge. He's going to pay for it with his life potentially, but first he's going to be able to kill Zai. Now the TP in from Chalice with the shackles onto the Witch Doctor. That should be a second kill here as a great Sprout
Nice,
walks
Sprout.
him in. Puppy is able to eat through two of the trees.
One
if
hit.
it was a high ground miss, or there's the Ether Shock. Will be able to finish off the kill. 4-2 now to the favor of LGD.
The Fury swipes, he's already got 7 on him. To be so careful at all times is...
Oh, good steal by FY, taking away all those easy camp, and X-Nova making sure that mid one can't farm this mid camp so easily either. Gets a little damage onto Puppy. The Maledict goes on to FY though, and they're going to try and punish this. Mid one doesn't have the stun, but Yapzor is here, and they've already got the damage on FY. He's going to take out. That's why FY turns around, goes for the Fisher to see if he can bail out Xnova, but Xnova's not going to make it away either. They try and stop mid-one's farm, but they end up just adding to it.
Yeah, and it looks like they want to go on him again as was hiding in the tree line, but they're doing everything they can to shut him down. They even denied the catapult as a team. But look over here as mid-one in the jungle, farming all of this up. The long zip in.
Long jump, maybe. It's got to pull him back and blow him up.
And this is going to be a large part of the creeps being mopped up. Or no, I think they're just going to straight up give it to...
really going to get it to Ame, huh? Maybe it's almost like too early for Storm to make use of an Angel.
Yeah, I could see that being the case.
That he's probably right here by this shrine area.
I'd imagine they take a fight right now.
Yeah, and you might as well, right? You know that the Alchemist is probably up there. Time to go for a smoke. You've got the Aegis too. And that Radiance is coming in so close. If they could delay it another minute or so, it would be a big win. But Yapzor has positioned himself. He's going to run to the smoke first. Now, he may be caught. They're going to roll in from the Storm Spirit. Immediately gets hexed up, actually. Now he's going to be bit by Zai, but Zai is not strong enough to kill a Storm Spirit in that small window of time. Ame quickly helps get that kill. They're going to be able to run down the Witch Doctor as well. LGD to completely take over this jungle area. And they still find Nisha as well. Nisha dies.
Oh, that should not have happened.
Definitely should not have happened. That should have been a pick-off on Zai. It should have been a pick-off on one of the supports, and that's it.
They're going to use it here, but not really sure what they're hoping to find, because if they just run into the Ursa with Aegis, they're hoping that he tries to go for the bounty rune, and that's in fact going to be
bounty rune time. They are going to be able to grab 2 here, and are they just going to leave Zai? I think they are. They're going to try to do some damage to Ame, but this is a disaster for Secret now. It turned as a desperate smoke to be able to secure 2 bounty runes, and it turns against them.
They see mid-one. They want him.
They want him real badly. Xnova,
they've got wards
trying to make his way through creeps, just drops the wards to spot mid-one any way they can to make sure he's not teleporting out, and they will be able to get that kill. Now, Yapzor did steal Ball Lightning, so he will be able to zip away from the Storm Spirit. He'll be fine.
This bottom area, guys, for Radiant is so scary. You have no vision. You're sort of just walking in blind, but because you're an Aegis Ursa, that doesn't die very easily to any of the heroes.
Oh, good hook. Thanks to the ward, they're going to be able to catch Xnova, who turns around immediately, shackles up Nisha. Nisha is actually in a lot of trouble here, taking so much damage. The Echo Slam comes out from FY. They need a little bit more, and that'll be enough. They get Nisha. An Echo Slam stolen by Yapzor. That doesn't do a ton of damage. FY's a little bit low with the Malazine. He will actually tick out here, but now here comes maybe. Zai's already dead. Puppy's standing and fighting against Ame, but now he's going to fall. Yapzor can't make it out alive either. That's 4 dead from Team Secret, and now they've spotted mid-one, who has the Spirit Vessel on him. He's not regenning at all. He's going to pop the Shrine near the end of this. A desperate maneuver for a desperate team and a desperate player, but Secret are going to get wiped here, and LGD looking like they are indeed going to strike back against Team Secret, looking like they should be able to close this out and make it a 1-1 series.
Ame immediately walks into Roshan Pit. No hesitation, doesn't even smoke for it. He's like, I'm just going to straight up do this. What are you going to do to stop me? You have an Alk, he can't fight. You have a Pudge, he's level 6. Like, what is anybody going to do right now?
Blink away to the high ground. Secret are instead going to go for Chalice's Furion, but there is going to be the Fisher slowing things down. Zai does manage to grab this Shadow Shaman. Xnova's in a little bit of trouble. He will end up going down, but maybe he's already killed 2 of the supports, and now he's going for Zai, leaving him for last here with double damage. That'll help him get the kill. Double for maybe.
And now every team has to just blind respect it, and maybe we'll start getting like more morphs, more bros. Like, we'll open up the draft for ourselves overall. You'll have to let something slip as a result, which I think is a really cool concept and way to draft.
They're still building more and more of a net worth. Even though it's going later, yes, they're also building a larger lead over Secret.
Yeah, I think this is one of those like 80-20 games. 90-10 at this point.
Yeah.
It would require LGD to have to mess up to lose this.
Well, maybe this is going to be a mess up. They get the chain disable, and he's not going to be able to pop the cheese. That's a big kill. And maybe is struggling to be able to get anything. And oh, Chalice! He TP'd into this thinking this was going to be a good fight, but now the Glimmer Cape's not going to save him. The Sprout might be able to do. He goes for the teleport out, but he gets hit by the stun. The TP gets stopped. That is 2 cores dead and a Shadow Shaman kill. That is a massive turnaround. That's a 3,000 net worth just from the fight. Like, are you rushing to make use of that, or are you good with waiting for the 3rd Roshan? Are you waiting for 35, 37 minutes to push high ground? It's gotten a little bit close on the timeline here, right? As we're going to have the long jump in. They're going to be able to catch Nisha for the moment. They managed to get the silence off on him, but now the Maledict on maybe in a lower mana pool may force him back, especially with the Shrine keeping Puppey alive right now. They do manage to get the silence. 30 seconds on that Aegis, maybe. Was trying to make a team fight happen out of it. Zai actually goes for the pull onto Ame. Ame turns around, immediately pops his BKB. Echo Slam on the side. Alchemist is actually going to stun himself here as well. That'll be the death of Midwan and the death of Zai, it looks like, as well, as maybe pushes forward. 12 seconds on that Aegis. He's either going to get the regen or he's going to lose this life somewhere deep inside of Secret Space. FY jumping in, trying to finish off this this Pudge, but he's not dead yet. Finally, he takes down. Chalice was able to get the kill off the Wrath of Nature. FY gets turned around on by Nisha.
And they're holding.
BKB. They are going to be able to finish off the Serpent Wards too, so... No, okay, maybe. He got the first regen off the Aegis, so he is able to just jump in with his full mana pool, kill one of the supports. Puppey's still alive, does manage to get off the cast to help Nisha. Spirit Vessel's on Nisha, but he does successfully get back. Look at him, he's actually sticking around to make sure Puppey is going to join him inside the fountain. A tier 3 to fall, probably a melee racks as well.
No.
Oh, no?
Nah, man. Alex back. This is what I meant. They held.
Oh, shit, I just assumed you were talking about Storm.
Oh, boy. That tells me a lot. Nah, dude, I'm trying not to. This bottom lane, though, this push, I don't think this is easily defendable, but mid one's going to go
I can't believe Secret's really going for it. I thought they were just going to stay in the high ground. They're going to go for it. Puppey is immediately going to be targeted here. The Echo Slam a little bit too late. The BKB went down from Nisha, and Nisha tries to kill FY, but he had the cheese, so he's going to be able to keep himself alive a little bit longer. Yule Scepter goes down. They had the concoction, slowing down this Ursa as much as possible, but Zai will eventually die. Still, though, the two carries of Nisha and mid one are going at it, and they are able to kill one of the supports, but now Nisha gets ripped apart between the Spirit Vessel and Ame's damage. That was an insane amount. But they gotta get out of here. They gotta stop Ame from being able to blink away. Nisha will stay on top of him. No Aegis for him. He's gonna come back in his second life. They're gonna get some instant damage. They have the acid as well as the dismember from Zai to make sure this BKB's not gonna do a whole lot. But now look at Storm. He zips back in, gets the Rubik. He sees a very low Alchemist as well at half HP with the Spirit Vessel on him. He's not regenerating at all, and he can't actually get off the concoction. He dies. Zai's up next, and they have no buybacks whatsoever. This is looking like the end for Team Secret. Not holding on to the high ground. They take a risk.
You saw they were trying to all in on the Storm there, but you know, he felt so comfortable in this game that he didn't get a single defensive item. He's like, I'm not dying, guys. Storm has so much armor. He's got 30 armor in this game, 2.5k health. If you don't instantly lock him down, this is what happens. Puppey feeds himself away too.
But, you know, compared to the Naga Siren, who just really couldn't get into the fights ever.
Yeah, and this is what it looks like when Greed gets punished.
Yeah.
Picking the Alch after the Morph and the heroes that they have. You will not
Spirit
scare...
Vessel, okay, we're going to have the meat hook to be able to pull back that Alchemist. Apparently Secret's going to be able to defend to the bitter end here, even though they've been mega. There's no tier 4s up. Zai's going to end up dying here. The Echo Slam's going to ensure the Alchemist doesn't make it out alive either. Puppey right outside of his fountain, and it's not even safe. Nisha comes in to make sure he's going to join the rest of his team in the grave, as they're going to call GG here for game 2. Maybe even trying to dive Yapzor, but fortunately, the throne dies before Yapzor does. LGD does indeed push it to a game 3.
Hey, we sniped it. Got him. All right, so the Anti-Mage is picked up. Makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, having the ability to jump on top of that Oracle, make sure that Lestrak gets punished.
So our top lane is the Furion matched up against Puppey in mid 1, the Monkey King and Witch Doctor respectively. They're going to turn around, get a paralyzing cast, actually bounces back to him somehow. Chalice was barely still in range, and this means he should die here to the final swing of mid 1. That's going to be first blood.
Maybe he's doing perfectly fine. He's hit every stun.
Another stun, another follow-up from the Fisher, and very little Yapzor can do to stop all this harassment on
Let me
Nisha.
say, he's literally hit every stun on him. And Nisha's got to be careful here. He's just dead.
Okay.
He was not careful. He was like, well, I'm fine.
Yeah.
LGD haven't been able to do the same to Zai, who's just pulling out the side lane, farming it up with the Sandstorm. It doesn't look like he can necessarily stop that quite yet, as the sentry looks like.
Fisher out, but there's going to be the paralyzing cast to be able to stop the follow-up. So look at that, they telekinesis him onto the other side of the Fisher. The same Fisher that was supposed to kill the AM. helps instead.
It sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but it's not. Because that's how it should be, right? It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. You don't get to just rest on your laurels. Look at OG. You don't get to just win TI and then come back, be the most dominant team in the game. That's for sure.
Oh, that's
good burrow strike from Zai from low ground to high. Helps them get the kill. Secret just pulling a lot of numbers together. They are willing to group up, it seems, to be able to make these lanes go a little bit better for them. Zai now running into FY. It seems like this grouping up, now rotating Zai and mid one together to bottom lane. It's working out incredibly well, getting multiple kills. Now being able to force Ame back. Ame's actually going to turn into a Sand King here. Burrow strike gets Burrow struck though. Turns back into a Morphling. Fights back Zai as well as mid one. Maybe it's his turnaround as Ame is going to go for it, and it does actually burst down the Monkey King. Zai is quite low. Doesn't actually get spotted inside the Sandstorm. Has to make his way out of here though. Gets hit by the stun of Ame. Followed into the trees. Zai low on HP, low on mana, but PSG.LGD are not willing to pursue.
I don't think you want to go later and later into these cores that don't have natural counters. Plus, like, once they do get BKBs, it's really hard, I think, for...
Wait, who wants to speed up the game?
I think LGD wants to speed up the game. I think that Secret are just going to keep doing the mid one show, hop him around on the trees, get
Found the
killed.
strike, stun, X Nova. Trying to get away, he's dead.
Yeah, just keep doing this. This is what I wanted last game. I know I kept memeing with you. I was like, they need to pick Monkey King or they lose. And then they last picked Alk. And you're like, is it a good Monkey King game? I was like,
oh, Zai! How you just do that to Ame?
Morph players all deserve it. Eagles is going to be really nice against the Sand King too.
Yeah.
Just so he can stave off some of that burst as they're smoked up, making their way right now to mid one. And if he gets Yule Sceptered up,
Yule Scepter to lead things off, follow up with the Sun. Look at that, the setup by the Purge from X Nova. It does mean that, okay, there goes the burst damage.
Don't worry, man.
They missed a little bit of it, but
they were killing him.
that Wrath of Nature comes through. Are you incentivized to burn mana to get better mana voids, or not burn mana so he can
do more damage?
So that AM could do more damage.
It's really confusing, right?
Yeah,
because I figured Diffuser would have been perfect this game.
Yeah, dude. I mean, especially with Leshrac, you're never going to burn all of Leshrac's mana. Chalice is going to be in some trouble here as he gets caught in bottom lane. X-Nova tries to show up to save him, tries to get out the false promise, but Zai was perfect with the Burrow strike, stopped that ultimate from going off, and gets the kill on the Oracle as well.
I don't think this net worth thing gets better either. There is something about Nature's Prophet, like, I think he is a straight up great hero.
Yeah.
Tier 1 for sure. But if you're behind on him, you're not team fighting as they're gonna go in.
Echo Slam straight up. They're just gonna blow everything they have to be able to kill mid one. He's one of the biggest team fighters now. They could just run over the rest. His Pumpy's gonna be caught inside the Sprout. He's dead. Last second he throws out the paralyzing cast to make sure there's not too much of a pursuit as his allies retreat and Team Secret.
I farm well, but I come with no disables or anything like that, so let me just try to fix that problem up real quick.
And this will help catch these I mean, there are 3 mobile, hyper-mobile cores. Sand King, Animage, and Monkey King. Now, they are behind this Leshrac, so they're going to try and save him here. The Fisher actually keeps Leshrac in position. They're going to go for the false promise quickly onto this Leshrac, but there's so many secret heroes, and none of them are really dying to this magic damage. It looks like this Lesh will get blown up. 3 dead from LGD. They did not bring 5 heroes up to that top lane, instead trying to go for a split push.
The fact that he was able to blink through Zai's blink stun, get the echo onto the Monkey King, they burst him. But in situations like that, it's gonna just look where AM is dominant.
Witch Doctor? Dead. And oh, look at that. Ame turning into the Monkey King to be able to get the Boundless Strike long range onto mid one. That was a great pickup for LGD. Earthshaker, Morphling, Leshrac. That is not like heroes that focus on long sustained team fights so much. They just want to be able to burst somebody down. That AM's not going to drop bottom lane. Look at the jump in from Zai with the illusions out from the Animage. They'll make short work of Chalice, who's had a rough go of it. And now X-Nova's dead as well. Zai cancels his TP, realizing that support could not handle the illusions. Maybe he's going to try and go for Zai here, but is he going to die to the illusions as well?
Oh my god.
LGD, what's happening? Don't lose like this.
Zai's just set up camp in the most obvious area of all time. What was that?
That was
like
a disaster. Jeez.
He sat inside the sandstorm. He's like, "Well, I'm Didn't realize he was dying in like 2 seconds. He has the Sandstorm DPS.
So his 14-second faster Battle Fury is turned into a 7-minute faster Scotty. The jump into the back line. Chalice is dead. Once again, FY has already been neutralized, controlled up by Yapzor. It just seems to get worse and worse. And now X-Nova, okay. He tried to go for the disarm on Denisha, but he actually turned it around on the Oracle so he could keep on swinging. The Fate's Edict not here to save the Oracle today.
I'm pretty sure Secret should just go for Roche. Game would look the exact same right now.
Yeah. Lincolns will help protect him, but not enough. There's so many disables coming his way. Telekinesis is enough to finish him off. And now Nisha jumps forward onto maybe as well. This game just turns on a dime so quickly. Secret go from biding their time to now dominating LGD inside of their own base underneath the tier 4s. LGD has not had 5 heroes alive for the last 2 minutes.
So at least we figured out what team everyone's gonna flame. You know, it was a back and forth affair. Game 1, game 2.
Yeah.
One team is correct. History only cares about the winners, folks. That is what Dota has taught me. And right now, that is about to be Team Secret.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of room for flame here. LGD did not lose in the most graceful of ways, Blitz.
They did not, Cap.
And this was a fine game up until about 5 minutes ago.
It was crazy. I just saw like 4 people walk into a sandstorm and just pass.
Oh, May's gonna go for it, trying to kill Puppy. Doesn't actually have enough burst damage. Now telekinesis, he's out of mana. False promise goes down. That's why Nisha immediately just turns up. No, but he blocks back the spell to stun Ame with his own shotgun. And now Nisha is gonna try and run him down. There's gonna be stunned from the Leshrac to make sure that Ame gets home safely. He did have a mana void up for Nisha, but
this is when you know you're ahead.
Yeah.
When tier 1 teams are playing against each other and everyone just forgoes Roshan and no one cares about it whatsoever.
Lincoln's for the AM, mid 1 hopping around in trees, just making sure that no one from LGD is going to dive into the pit and upset the current balance. Fisher, mid 1, Echo Slam as well. He does get picked off, and they also find Yapzor. Chalice not feeling too confident about that as they heard the Roshan go down. They're going to try and retreat, but Chalice is not going to be so lucky. The Yule Scepter from Zai able to stop him, Burrow Strike to make sure AM has his way.
Zai, by the way,
for Chalice.
He's building a nullifier.
Mid lane's also pushing in, so Secret can easily go high ground any other way. Level 25 on Nisha as well.
You got the Lincolns, by the way, so that you can't just steal the... You can't just run out.
Immediately, Burrow Strike, Nullifier onto the Leshrac. He's going to be in trouble. Mid 1 takes that time to get off the Wukong's command. Fortunately, there was a small little gap where Leshrac was able to get out of that Wukong's command. Fisher block in. Oh, back line immediately. The AM tries to go for the Oracle. Doesn't actually get it. The epicenter jump in from Zai. Big amount of burst damage. That'll be enough to finish off the Morphling, as well as go to the back line and grab Chalice. Nobody has buyback here on the side of LGD, so it's just FY and maybe.
Oh, mid 1's dancing on him.
Just watch.
He's dancing on him.
Styling on PSG.LGD. That's a different kind of dance. That is not an entrancing one.
Look at that. He's pinging himself. He wants his team to know what's going on.
What a way to end the game. LGD, they did manage to push it to a game 3. They won that game 2 pretty cleanly. But this game 3 was only sloppy by them. And Secret, I mean, it was good performance by them. They capitalized on the mistakes